this week's Code 2-0. I'm filling in for Zach this week. He's been a little busy, so we're picking up the slack for him. So let's see what we can get into tonight.
536 en route to the ambulance shooting 8800 block of Hoover. So we've got a shooting call. LAPD was out on foot and a supervisor heard shots fired at a park. There it is. The sergeant heard shots fired at a park and located a male victim down with a gunshot wound to the stomach. So we're going to make our way down there. Traffic's a little bit heavy tonight. We've got Taylor Swift in town, so we'll see how that plays out throughout the course of the night.
There's no way to get close to this thing. Coming this way, I think. So at least we'll get something, but there's a little bit of a silly crime scene. They have it taped off everywhere. There's even tape in front of the RA. This is not very visual. I think we have an RA leaving. Nope. I hate these kinds of calls. You have something that's decent and don't have anything to shoot. RA coming. Well, at least we didn't get nothing. All right, let's go find some calls that aren't gang related. They kind of took their time for an ALS transport, right? Interesting. 3 victims? All right, so what we have are 3 gunshot victims. It's probably gonna be gang related. There's a lot of LAPD gang units here. And given by the neighborhood that we're in, that's probably gonna be likely the case. So we didn't get much, but at the same time, because it's gang related, I wouldn't say it's much of a story because it still affects people, but it's not something that is talked about on the news as much. On to the next one. I don't think you can turn left there. All right, so we got reports of an overturned vehicle in the number 1 lane of the 10 West at Lincoln, and then there's an additional report of a semi-truck on its side, so it's kind of unclear who's flipped over. It could be both, it could just be one. It's almost down in Santa Monica, so we don't go down there that often, but, you know, overturned semi, if it is an overturned semi, that's going to be a big problem for the morning traffic.
Is this a common thing in the city?
Common thing, overturned semis on their side. I mean, it's not. I'd say it's like a once a month kind of thing. Maybe twice a month. It really depends. Semis do tend to, you know, a box truck, they'll flip over, they don't cause problems. When it's a semi-truck, you got a semi-truck blocking all lanes, then that's when it's a problem. Those aren't too common, but Keith just had one last night, so maybe we'll go 2 for 2 tonight.
Can you talk about what some of the challenges are getting that, if the trailer's loaded and the types of materials that it be carrying?
Yeah, so the issue when you have, you know, a loaded semi-truck is that, you know, it's not just uprighting the truck. They have to bring an additional truck in most of the time, unload the truck, depending on what it's carrying. Sometimes it could be produce, liquid, sometimes it's hazardous material, so then it turns into a hazmat call. So then you have to have the hazmat guys come out, clean that up, environmental health has to come out, and then, you know, it goes from it being a 6-hour cleanup and recovery to an all-day thing, and then, you know, you got half of LA all messed up, all the freeways messed up because of all the gridlock.
Clearly a little bit today.
All right, so we're kind of stuck in the break. CHP just got here too. There aren't that many cars ahead of us. There you go, all lanes stopped. Figure out what we're gonna do here. If we have to finagle a maneuver. All right, so while we're stuck here, let's go check out what Keith is up to down in the valley while this traffic break clears up.
There's like a cylinder of some sort underneath it. Are you able to see what that is? Where the trash can?
Traffic's going the wrong way on the road. Doesn't look like anyone's in the ambulance, so I think it was. I'm gonna go across the street and see if there's any cars. There's no cars here, so it's probably a hit and run for us. It wouldn't do anything. They're getting it down now. And this is a no good story. On to the next one.
Fire. West 105 at the 405 also reported West 105 at Hawthorne via brush fire on the right shoulder.
Where's the Tesla think they're going?
We're going to be 10-6 at the moment. So far 10-6 at the moment.
Oh, lordy. Why are you changing into the shoulder? You should be getting out of the shoulder.
South Barrington Avenue.
All right, what do we have? I don't know how you could confuse a semi-truck for an old van. Looks like they got T-boned somehow.
Where they're seeing the suspect, where
And, oh, here's the other involved party. Maybe a witness. That looks like it was a witness. 536 is clear of the TC on the 10. 499, you're clear to go back to the valley. Yep. So we thought we had two vehicles involved. Well, there were two vehicles involved, but both of them were reported to be overturned. Only one of them was overturned, which we thought was a semi-truck. Ended up just being a van. And then it was, I think it was the other vehicle was a Toyota Tacoma with damage on the rear left quarter panel. So they probably got creamed by the van while it was flipping over. And we wasted time sitting in the break, but nothing else happened. So at least we're good. All right, so we were about to call it a night. We're heading back, and LAFD was out investigating a fire alarm, and they found a building on fire. So they filled out the assignment, and we were actually just right around the corner. So we're going to be pulling up here. There's the loom up. We're going to be pulling up here in about, I want to say like a minute or so. It's right here. Yep. 536 is going to be code 6 on a structure fire in the 4200 block of Cahuenga. It looks like fire has a supply line across the street. Up here.
I'd go down one more.
Well, there's a homeless person there.
That's fine.
All right, let's go. So it looks like the fire is in the back corner of the building. I'm not sure if it was an exterior fire that extended, or if it was an interior fire that then extended out into the trees behind. But I guess we'll find out more once they start. Oh, there you go. It probably hit the drop line to the building, but we'll see what happens once they start making access to the building and maybe start ventilation on the roof. I'm just trying to stay kind of centered here right now because we have a lot of apparatus pulling in, and I want to make sure I don't get doinked or anything like that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to be walking in circles. if you caught that, but the drop line to the building arced and it freaked out the firefighters. Happens now when they start we'll see now what happens when they start cutting into the roof, see if we get any flames, but if we don't get anything, then we'll head out. Needles. Oh. I don't know if you guys caught that, but let's take a look again. Let's start off with, we've got some syringes. And of course, we've got the deluxe special. Now, I'm not going to say that it's related, but you never know. Maybe the friction caused the fire.
It said the friction might have caused the...
I don't know what's scarier than
Should we do an outro? So we initially responded to this thinking that, oh, you know, LAFD rolled up on a fire alarm with an actual fire, and we thought that it was going to be something good. Looks like it was probably an exterior fire that spread into the structure, but now it's just the attic of the structure. It's an older building, so it's probably filled with smoke. They're just cutting holes for ventilation, and this will be one and done pretty soon. But we were on our way home, and we thought, oh, maybe we can get into some trouble on the way home, and looks like we did. Not too exciting, but at least it was something.
There's definitely a different. Oh, Jesus.
The good pump better be open or so help me.
What's on your hands?
What?
What's on your hands?
They're my gas gloves.
Why do you, what do you mean gas gloves?
I'm not gonna touch the dirty pump to then come in back into my car and touch the steering wheel that I just cleaned and then have all that stuff on my hands all night.
Se retira la humedad monzónica, pero se aproxima una ola de calor al sur de California. Hoy 84 en el centro de Los Ángeles.